on the screen and picket line. It has inspired him to feats of glory. It cures what ails you, and in a pinch is an effective bore cleaner for our cannons, a lubricant for our vehicles, or a propellant for our missiles. A true cavalryman maintains a base for the punch in their homes at all times. The punch is prepared using very specific ingredients that represent the many battles and campaigns that lace the history of the 2nd Dragoons. Each ingredient reminds us of those who have gone before us and the responsibilities to continue the superb service to our nation, a service gone uninterrupted since 1836. The 2nd Cavalry Regiment was organized as the 2nd Dragoons in 1836 to fight the Seminoles in Florida. The Dragoons wore an 8-pointed star as a cap ornament, which now forms the background of the regimental crest. The palmetto leaf superimposed on the star symbolizes the 5 years the Dragoons fought in the Everglades and the swamps. Specialist Mike Gibson will now pour a half a bottle of champagne and red wine over dry ice to commemorate the regiment's baptism in battle. I'm scared. No, half, only half. The other half goes to somebody else.
The other half we'll use later.
Wow. After 1 year after the Seminole campaign, the unit added 3 more streamers to the Dragoon banner for battles against the Cheyennes, Nez Perce, Bangkoks in the Southwest Territory. Specialist Tacoma Dave Getman will pour rye whiskey to symbolize the taste of this drink which the troopers developed. Pour it that half sort of. We have no idea what That's okay. Colonel Joe Krause will add tequila for the 14 campaigns fought in Mexico in 1846 and 1847. Good stuff. Specialist Ryan Shannon will now add Kahlua for Captain May's headlong charge into the blazing Mexican artillery of Riscaca del La Palma. Remember your regiment and follow your officers, called Captain May, and it became the motto of the regiment. There's more room than supposed to. That's not even supposed to be.
Hit that
During the Civil War, the 2nd Dragoons officially became the 2nd U.S. Cavalry Regiment and earned 14 battle streamers. The names remind us of the tremendous sacrifice of life in some of our nation's toughest battles. These include Fredericksburg, Antietam, Chancellorsville, Gettysburg, the Wilderness, Manassas, Spotsylvania, and Cold Harbor. Sergeant Conrad Smith saved the life of his bravely wounded commander, Captain Radenbaugh, a Medal of Honor recipient at the Battle of Winchester. And Command Sergeant Major Devereaux was supposed to wait until I finished. But he just poured it.
Always ready. Always ready.
In 1866 to 1880, the regiment once again did battle with the Indians in Wyoming, Kansas, Montana, and the Little Bighorn. In memory of this, specialist Ismail Moran will add the last of the champagne and red wine.
Put it all in.
Don't be shy.
In 1898, the 2nd Cavalry entered the Spanish-American War, fighting alongside Roosevelt's Rough Riders. Colonel Joe Shannon will now add Bacardi rum to represent the streamer for San Diego.
It's a shame. I don't think it's all going to fit in there. So, hold off.
Your daughter's proud of, Joe.
I don't want to. No.
You don't have to talk. You don't have to. The regiment entered World War I. It was the only unit fighting cavalry, horses and all. For such places as the Argonne and the Marne, Captain Mastriano will add French wine, Bordeaux. Toujours Pré was added then to the crest as well as the fleur-de-lis.
Always ready. Go up. We're going to be in trouble here.
Yeah. Level off that table.
Oh, Lordy.
Save some for the roast.
Come on, sir.
Oh, you can do it. I think we need a shot.
All right.
Okay, Devin, just to let you know what's up.
Renamed the 2nd Cavalry Group Mechanized, the regiment entered World War II and landed at Normandy in 1944 and led the advance of Patton's Third Army throughout the remainder of the war. In a daring raid through Russian lines in the closing days of the war, the troopers from the regiment rescued the famous Lipizzaner show horses from the Russian forces. For these actions, Staff Sergeant Joe Lingus will now pour Napoleon brandy.
Ooh. Should not put that in here.
Oh, there he is.
Joe is a veteran of that era.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, absolutely. Something's got to go in there. Like these other crazy cavalry.
Yeah.
The next campaign liquor put to use in this historical punch will be added by Master Sergeant Vernon Smith. Vodka. Ooh. Representing the riotous battles fought at the close of World War II. The regiment was redesignated the 2nd Constabulary Regiment and served in the German occupation. In 1948, it became the 2nd Armored Cavalry Regiment and began border duty along the longest stretch of the Iron Curtain patrolled by American forces. Corporal Glenn Back will add Rhine wine to symbolize the Central Europe campaign and the drive through Germany and the long Cold War. Colonel Scott Marcy will now add the next ingredient to our historical punch, that which sustained the fighting spirit and elan of the regiment during its combat in the deserts of Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Kuwait. Water.
Yeah, dilute that a little bit.
Easy on the water.
It should have been near beer, by the way.
Close.
Yeah.
You didn't hear that from me, Scott.
Flexibility and versatility are trademarks of the 2nd Dragoon. The regiment once again proved it in Haiti. As members of the multinational task force, the regiment had driven more accident-free miles, ate more dust, and drank less beer than any other unit in recent memory.
Yeah.
To commemorate our Haitian experience and the 2-beer limit, Colonel Paul Jessel will add 2 Sharps non-alcoholic.
You note the label on these things. Non-alcoholic.
Pour them on the ground.
That's a tough audience.
Okay.
Watch out the EC.
Super fun site now.
Responding once again to the nation's call, the regiment deployed to the Balkans as part of the stabilization force in Bosnia and Herzegovina. In honor of the Balkan peacekeepers, Specialist Doug Miller will add a bottle of plum brandy. The punch's final ingredient.
Yeah.
At this point, I would like to ask Command Sergeant Major Blackwood to stir and taste the punch.
Is there an AA available? Did you get the bond? It's like
Mr. President, this punch is not fit, nor is it ready for a 2nd Dragoon trooper. It is missing an ingredient.
Mr. President, it's your turn.
in recognition of those soldiers who have fallen and those soldiers who are currently deployed in Afghanistan that we will hear from tonight, I hope, I now add American whiskey to celebrate their sacrifices and those of their families.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Oh yeah, you could go ahead.
The donut ain't ready yet.
Yeah, right. Where's Mimi?
What a ham.
I declare this punch not only fit for human consumption, but dragoon consumption. I hope you all enjoy it.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to charge your glasses. Come forward and get a glass.
No, you two better. I want to.